It's story time. It's story time. Come on, gather around because it's story time. Welcome to the story time. With me, we're gonna read books. We're gonna have some laughs. We're gonna smile today. We're gonna have a lot of laughs because it's story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with Nina. Story time with me. Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Storytime with Nina. My name is Nina. Hello to yours. Wow, those are my favorite names ever. Don't ever change them. I love those names. Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm here today to read you a wonderful, wonderful story. And today's story is like a continuation of Pride. That's right, it's Pride adjacent here at Storytime with Nina because I found so many books this year that I wanted to celebrate that we're still celebrating Pride. So happy Pride! So today is actually part 2 of our lovely, lovely series. So last week we read The Prince and Knight, The Tale of the Shadow King. Now today we're reading another story about love and inclusion and diversity. And this one's called Maiden and Princess. This is going to be super exciting. Now, it's also by Daniel Haack, who wrote last week's book, and Isabel Galupo, and art by Becca Human. So today we're going to celebrate another wonderful story. Now, fairy tales, ever since I was growing up, I've always heard a fairy tale. They've always been a part of my life. You know, this great, wonderful tradition of storytelling. And these books now are helping us rewrite stories and be inclusive of everybody. It's so wonderful. So today we're going to share one of those stories as we continue our Pride adjacent series. But we always do what we do here at Storytime with Nina, which is celebrate and celebrate one another and celebrate ourselves. Remember, our mantra, do you remember what it is? Yell it out on the screen. What is it? You're right. Go big, be kind, be you. Because you know what? When you go big and you live loudly and fiercely, you know, you're going to find out who you are. When you're kind to others and most importantly yourself, because when you're kind to yourself, you are automatically kind to everyone else. But when you're kind, great things happen to you. Good things happen to the rest of the world. And when you're you, there's no mistaking the power or the wonder or the beauty that you have or possess. So go big, be kind, be you. Now, grab your snack, grab your sippy as we read this incredible book this week. Because you know what I always say, crack open a good book, let's go on an adventure, and we are. We're going to a faraway kingdom and the tale of the Maiden and the Princess. Let's do it. The Maiden and the Princess by Daniel Haack and Isabel Galupo with illustrations by Becca Human. Once in a faraway kingdom, a call was made to all to find their son a worthy bride. The king and queen would host a ball. And you can see the king and queen and the prince, and you can look out, and there's all those people. There will be a ball. Heary, heary. There will be a ball. The ladies in the village were happy to be invited, except for one young maiden who wasn't that excited. You can see the maiden, she's like, I don't know. And her dragon on the leash is like not cooperating. The dragon's like, pardon me. You should be excited, maiden. The maiden's like, I don't know about this. The maiden was quite special, the bravest in all the land. She knew the prince from battle, giving her the upper hand. Oh, so look at this. So the prince and the maiden were friends. They're friends. And so that gives the maiden an upper hand to possibly marry the prince. Interesting. She's got an inside track. She said, we fought in battle before. My dragon and his dragon are best friends. She's got an inside track. The prince is smart and strong, she confided in her mother. But if I'm being honest, I see him as a brother. Her mother said, just go and have a bit of fun. The prince might not be right, but you could meet the one. You can see the dragon in the corner laying on the rug. Mom's like making some dinner. Maiden's at the table sharpening the knives. just not ready. So the maiden put on a gown and headed to the ball. You can see the dragon just following the maiden. It's so cute. Maiden put on a gown and headed to the ball. She marveled at all the people who filled the sparkling hall. Everyone was dressed in their best to impress the king, the queen, and their prince. The villagers flocked over the young maiden's side and insisted that she would make the best royal bride. You look magnificent. You're so wise and brave and true. There's no doubt in my mind the prince will fall for you. Everyone's sewing. Even the king and queen approached her with a smile. You must come see our son and dance with him a while. And what I love about this picture is representative of so many different types of people. They're all at the party celebrating the fact that the prince is getting married. Who knows who will be the lucky one at the ball? The maiden was quite flustered, and so she said with care, "Please pardon me, your majesties, but I must get some air." The prince looks bewildered, the king and queen look on, but our maiden is running outside to get some air. She fled up to the balcony and looked out to the sky. A future with the prince made her want to cry. She doesn't want to marry the prince, guys. "I don't mean to bother you," said a voice so soft and kind, "but you seem quite upset. May I ask what's on your mind?" And look in the background. It's the princess. It's the princess. She's there. She's like, "Why are you sad?" And Maine's like, "Huh?" A beautiful girl emerged who took the maiden's breath away. She sat down close to the maiden and asked if she could stay. So, soon the maiden had forgotten about the prince and his throne. Summoning all her courage, she took the girl's hands into her own. The maiden is falling in love with the princess. Page turn. Then the doors burst open and the king and queen walked through. "There's our precious daughter. We've looked all over for you." The maiden's jaw fell open. Her head was feeling light. She had fallen for the princess on this wondrous starry night. Oh no! The royal couple could feel the magic in the air. The queen said to the king, "They're the perfect pair." The maiden felt quite bashful, but quickly stole a glance. She saw the princess smiling and asked her, "Want to dance?" Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, love! They held each other close as they spun across the floor. And when they shared a kiss, their hearts began to soar. And look at this picture. Look at this illustration. You see everyone kind of looking at the person that they love. In fact, I can see two princes holding one another who love each other. You can see a king and a queen in the background, and you see a duke and a duchess, and a duchess and a duchess, and a duke and a duke, and all these people have families and holding one another, watching love in sight, right in front of their eyes. Soon the maiden and the princess were seldom seen apart. They filled their days together with books, laughter, and art. They rode horses and sang and picked wildflowers at dawn. They practiced their aim and faced adventure head on. And look, you can even see the maiden's wonderful dragon with them. Look at this. When the day finally came to prove their love was true, the maiden and the princess happily said, "I do." And you can see in this picture, the maiden and the princess rode on the maiden's dragon to a happily ever after. You know what I think here at Storytime with Nina? I think we all deserve a happily ever after. And these stories, like the Prince and Knight and The Maiden and the Princess help us all imagine ourselves in the fairy tale. We all deserve the fairy tale. So parents and caregivers, go beyond the book. I encourage you tonight, as you're telling your kids a nighttime bedtime story, tell a story that's super inclusive, one that allows your kids to see themselves in it, and even put you in the story as well. That's what it's about. You know what? It's really, like, we want to tell our stories. We want to share our stories, and it's wonderful when we're all in the picture. Thank you to our author for this beautiful, beautiful story, Maiden and the Princess. Parents and caregivers, go beyond the book. Make sure you crack open a book, go on an adventure, and make sure you find the Maiden and the Princess wherever fine books are found. Bookstores, libraries, I don't know. I'll see you next week for another story time with Nina.
You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Now sing this to someone you love, someone you think is very special. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Anytime you're feeling sad and blue, remember you're special, 'cause there's only one you. You are wonderful, you're one of a kind, like a lucky star. You light up my life, so keep on smiling, keep on shining. Go big, be kind, be you. Thank you for singing with me, and always remember just how special you really are. Go big, be kind, be you. Go big, be kind, be you.